Hi, this is Justin Ball with Soothing Styles, and today we'll be mounting this bamboo spice rack to the wall right here. In each box, you'll receive a set of hardware, just 2 screws and 2 drywall anchors. So we'll be using a power drill, a 3/16 drill bit to start a pilot hole for the drywall anchors, a hammer just to tap in those drywall anchors into the wall, a Phillips head drill bit to finish off drilling in those screws, and I use a piece of chalk just to line up the drill holes in the wall, and it's nice so you can see it but easily wipe it away. Tape measure just to measure off our dimensions, and a level to make sure that it's not crooked when we mount it. So we'll go ahead and get started by measuring and marking our drill holes. So before we get started, I'm going to take some measurements so I can position the spice rack perfectly on the wall. So first, just get a clear measurement of the top of the built-in bracket here to the bottom, which is about, just about 12 inches, 12 and 1/8. Okay, so our first hole, right, will need 12 and 1/8 inch clearance. As you can see, I have a light switch panel here. So I want a little bit more clearance from the panel, about 2 inches. So I'll mount the first drill hole at just over 14 inches. So 14 and 1/8. Use the chalk to mark it off, and I can wipe that away. And then we'll also just want to get a gauge on the space between the 2 brackets. So that is about 15 and 1/8 inch. Okay. So 15 and 1/8 inch. Make sure this is nice and centered on the wall. So this is about 21 inches. So if I start my first hole at about 3 inches in, then I could start my other one at 18, and that'll be nice and centered. So I'll go ahead and mark this one off at 3 inches. So again, I have 14 and 1/8 clearance to the light switch for my first hole, and then about 3 inches to my first hole here. And then I will want 15 and 1/8 from this hole to the next one. And just to make sure this is all adding up, take my level. All right, so now I have my 2 markings on the wall, and I'll go ahead and start by drilling in the pilot holes. So again, this is a 3/16 of an inch drill bit, so I'll go ahead and drill these holes in. And we'll take our drywall anchors and tap them into the pre-drilled holes. now with the drywall anchors secure, we'll go ahead and get the screws drilled in, and you'll want to leave about at least 1/8 of an inch so that the brackets can grab hold of the screw heads and secure nice and tightly. So go ahead and start here. And then we'll go ahead and mount this. So start one screw, get the other one, and then just make sure that it's nice and tight in there, and it should slide down, you know, just a little bit, because it gets into that bigger hole and then slides into the bracket nice and securely. So shouldn't be moving around on the wall much at all. And of course, you know, have the level just to make sure that we did a decent job. So now that we have the spice rack securely mounted on the wall, it's time to stock it with your best herbs and spices and any other dry foods and supplements, whatever you have that you want to have easy access to, and free up some storage space in your cupboard and in your cabinets. So I like to put the most used items at the bottom, just easier access. So got some pepper, salt, we got cinnamon, garlic powder. They can go back to back. These large square Simply Organic bottles can go back to back. And McCormick bottles also back to back. Got a big bottled nutritional yeast that can fit in here easily. And then a supplement. And a little measuring spoon. Some ball jars with some dry food like quinoa and pasta and lentils. And there you go. Nice and sturdy, well stocked, easy access, and just adds a really nice, beautiful touch to your kitchen. Enjoy your bamboo spice rack by Soothing Styles.